G'day, chaps. 'Tis I, Clown Puncho 139. If you paid attention to my last video, specifically during the honorable mentions category, you know that I grew up as a Mario kid. As such, I still love his games to this day, and I cannot wait for Super Mario Odyssey. The E3 trailer just came out when I'm recording this, and it looks fantastic. With that in mind, I decided to count down my top 10 favorite Mario games. Once again, hashtag obvious disclaimer is obvious, this is my opinion. Half of the games on this list were actually on my top 20 favorite games of all time. However, I decided to leave them off to keep this list a surprise. And now you get to learn my history with the red-clad plumber. However, rules. No spin-offs like Mario Kart, Mario Party, or the Luigi's Mansion series. However, RPGs are allowed. Okay, enough rules. Tally-ho, chaps! Alright, let's get this list started with number 10. So number 10 is arguably the most famous game of all time, Super Mario Bros. I'm gonna say this now just to get it out of the way. As a player coming from the modern era of the new games, this game is hard. However, once you learn the warp zones, you can beat the game no problem. It's fun for what it is, and it's a game that saved the gaming industry. Despite its flaws, respect this game! Number 9. Number 9 is another gem from the Pixel era, and it's a pretty good one at that. Super Mario World lives up to its reputation. Once again, just like Super Mario Bros., this game is hard. But it's fun nonetheless. Personally, during my first experience when I played it on the Virtual Console, the controls were pretty floaty, but they were so precise enough that it was fun. The spin jump was also a nice addition to this game, as it wasn't in any games prior. Let's not forget the most important addition to this game that has stayed with Mario through decades now. Lassie! Even without the flutter jump, Yoshi is amazing in this game. But let's not forget that this game also gave us the most OP Mario power-up ever, the Cape Feather. This power-up is so much fun to use on its own that it just puts this game up at number 9. Number 8. Up at number 8, we have a newer game in the franchise. Emphasis on new. New Super Mario Bros. U is the superior of the console 2D Mario games. This game is fun. Very little difficulty and tons of beautiful locations to boot. I had fun with this game. However, the bosses are pretty bad. It's just the Koopalings, and they're totally boring even with the unique gimmicks that they get in their castle bosses. Don't get me wrong, some of them like Ludwig and Iggy are good, but ones like Roy and Morton, they're just boring. But the platforming in this game is fun and fair, that's all I care about. Number 7. At good old lucky number 7, we have the other end of the new spectrum. We go from super easy and calm to the nearly impossible and hair-pullingly frustrating. New Super Luigi U is the toughest Mario game since Super Mario Bros. 2, the Japanese version. Despite my rage, I had a lot of fun with this game. When I beat a level, I truly felt accomplished. Like I just conquered a super expert level in Super Mario Maker. It was so satisfying. And I know Nintendo knew that they were making this game too hard. That's the whole point. I just think of this game as a troll by Nintendo. Like the Perfect Run or Champion's Road. I don't take it too seriously, but I still try to beat it every chance I get. Number 6. This entry is not usually considered one of the best games in Mario's arsenal. However, I had a lot of fun with this game, beating it and completing it. I am talking about Super Mario 3D Land. I have in fact completed this game. It's one of the few that I have. This game is fun for a long-ish car ride, since it's a fairly short game. If you're good enough, you could beat it in one sitting. In fact, I did. But then came the special world, where the difficulty is amped up past 10, 11, 12, so on and so forth. 3D Land is a 3D game that plays like a 2D game, but it's fun. I thoroughly enjoyed this game all the way through, and the final boss is the best part. Number 5. Number 5 is more or less the sequel to number 6, only it's much better. Super Mario 3D World lives up to its reputation. I had fun every step of the way in my quest to beat this game. Still working on Champions Road. Anyway, the best part of this game, in my opinion, is the fact that you get to play as everyone from the start. There's only one unlockable character in the game, and it's worth it to unlock her. This game is also like 3D Land, in that it's a 3D game that plays like a 2D game. Only for completing it, there is a lot more to do. I think I'm about 70% done. Still gotta beat it to feel satisfied. This game is fun, plain and simple. Number 4. Up at number 4, we have the game that I have spent the most time with, aside from number 1. Super Mario Maker is amazing. I love building levels to the point that I don't even play levels anymore. I'm still building levels to this day. I'll leave a code right here to my best level. Put your level IDs in the comments, and I'll try them out. I may put them in a video one day. Super Mario Maker is just fun. The level creation is easy yet complex, and some levels people have created are just amazing. Have you seen those auto levels? They're terrible. Number 3. Number 3 is a tie. A tie between two RPGs in the same series. And no, sorry, neither of them are Paper Mario. The games I am talking about are Mario & Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, and Dream Team. These games brought me back into the RPG genre, with actual gameplay in the battles and an excellent battle system at that. The bosses are the best, the characters are top-notch, and the story in each is incredible, yet so simple. Personally, in Bowser's Inside Story, I don't like the Bros combat system that much. However, Bowser? Yes! His battle system is amazing. In Dream Team, all the combat is at its best. And let's not forget the music. The music in these games is amazing, so catchy and awesome. Dream Team and Bowser's Inside Story, number 3. Number 2. Okay, so number 2 may cause a little controversy, but screw it. Super Mario Galaxy, the first game. Galaxy 2 is not better. Back on track. Galaxy 1 is the best of the 3D platformers. The platforming in this game is top-notch. The gravity mechanic is executed perfectly, to the point where I sometimes start to become sick from being upside down. This is also the game where we get introduced to Rosalina, one of my personal favorite characters. Her storybook backstory is very heartwarming and may make you cry if you're prone to tears. This game is so good. I've also completed this game as both Mario and Luigi. I have so many memories with this game. And the music in this game is better than any Mario game before or after, including Galaxy 2. And now, here we go. Number 1. The stereotype of number 1 on lists like this is to have the first game of the franchise that you played. I am no different. My first Mario game was Mario Party DS, but that game doesn't count. So, I'll go for my first real Mario game. New Super Mario Bros. DS is my third favorite game of all time. I first got this game when I was 9. I have played it for hours and hours and hours since then, to the point that it's racked up to well over a year now. And I have so many memories with this game, from the good to the great to the amazing. I love this game to death, and unlike other new games, it has unique bosses. They aren't the Koopalings. Finally! This game is the best that Mario has to offer, and the most nostalgic game I have ever played. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Anyway, if you enjoy my list, be sure to hit that like button like Joker's face, and subscribe for more videos like this. I would really appreciate it. In the meantime, chaps, remember, I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Clown Puncher 139. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later, chaps. Joker!